In his book, Good to Great, Jim Collins coined the phrase, how do we get the right people in the right seats? Every business owner is looking to get a team of A players, and we're looking for right people performing in the right seats. So how do we start to get a sense of what our current team is looking like right now? What's a good way of assessing that team as it is just now? And how do we then start to identify what is it that people, what decisions do we need to take, or what support or challenge do we need to give people to move them to become those A players? Well, I want to introduce you to a matrix which I refer to as being the A player team matrix. So we're looking to, first of all, to make sure that we've got the right people in the team. And really this is a question of how much people identify with the culture of the business. Who is it that is living and breathing the values of this business each and every day? And of course, there's going to be a range there of connection to the values. We're going to have some people who demonstrate those values, most of the time. We're going to get some people who demonstrate it just maybe some of the time, and then some who are rarely demonstrating the values that you really want to have in your business. We're then going to have to look at the performance of the individuals. And again, in any population of people, you're going to get those who are actually not meeting the expectations required of them, those who are absolutely achieving what it is that you expect of them, and others who are just exceeding expectations fairly regularly. Across those two measures, you'll be able to start plotting people to say, right, which box might they fit into? Now, clearly, our A players are those people who are demonstrating the values of the business most of the time and are meeting or exceeding the performance expectations that are set. So that top right-hand box is always where we're looking to move people. But as you honestly assess your individual team players and put them into the different boxes, now no one wants to be in a box, but it doesn't half help you to then start to identify, okay, what are the things I need to be working on with these people in order to move them up on both axes? So, directionally, anything towards the top left-hand corner of that matrix, these are people who are, they're good eggs. They've actually got a connection with the values. It's just that they're not performing as well as you would like them to do. Therefore, this is about coaching and training and supporting them so that you can move their performance, help them get better. Because they're good people, they maybe just need that little bit of extra help and support, or maybe they're even in the wrong role. By repositioning them elsewhere, they actually start to perform. So that would be an appropriate style to be taking up in that top left-hand direction. Obviously, the A players in the top right, well, look, we just want to give them every opportunity that they can to advance and develop and grow. But what about those who are maybe towards the bottom level of that matrix? Well, at the bottom left-hand corner, these are people who don't subscribe really to the values and aren't performing. Well, there really is a question there around what is it that made these people arrive in our business anyway? Do we need to check our recruitment system to say what did we miss when we let that kind of person in? But it might be that they're just not the right fit for your business. We might need to let them go so that they can go off and be excellent somewhere else. But then in that bottom right-hand corner, we've actually got people who are performing really quite well in terms of their role, but they're really not subscribing to the values. They might actually be the sales guy or girl who's knocking out the park in terms of the numbers, but actually, will crawl over people just to get to where they want to get to. Now, that's not something that you want to have in your business. So again, that's a really firm conversation to be had to set the expectation around how to behave. And if that behavior doesn't change, then again, there is a question around the level of fit for that person within your business. So again, the A player team matrix really helps you start to get clear on the kind of conversation and the kind of style that you need to adopt with each person, ultimately with a view to getting as many people in your team to that top right-hand box, the A player box.